as you guys saw in my last video, you know that I have a lot of questions and concerns when it comes to Bray Wyatt. So hopefully this segment right here kind of answers some of those questions and alleviates some of those concerns. Before we get into it, go ahead, hit that subscribe button and the bell next to it. Let's get into this.
So for the past 2 weeks, Bray Wyatt has been telling me to run.
Yeah.
But I don't run from anyone. And since that didn't work, he starts playing this little kid games of the Muscle Man dance, which I thought was a little comical, but for me, it looked like a sign of weakness. And from where I come from, if you have a problem with somebody, you come talk to them and see them in their face.
Yeah, that's true. Buffalo and Brady's right.
Bray Wyatt is not mad enough to come see me in my face. I decided to come to his show of Smackdown to come see him. So I say, Bray Wyatt, if you are man enough, I'm here. So come see me.
That's not Bray Wyatt. That is Uncle Howdy. You didn't ask for Uncle Howdy. You asked for an order of Bray Wyatt. Where that Bray Wyatt at? Oh, they pointing. Oh, there he is.
Behind, that's Uncle Howdy. Uncle Howdy attacking Lsshley from behind as Bobby was distracted.
That laugh is creepy, man. Oh, yes. Let's go, Bobby. Let's go.
Trap was sprung, but it's backfired.
Yes, sir.
Uncle Howdy. Lsshley is primed and ready to send a message.
This ain't going. This. I knew it. That's pretty cool, though. Yeah, of course.
Escaped.
Check under the ring. I'm sure you can find him in there.
From the bizarrely surreal.
Oh, that's it? Okay, so I'm not gonna lie. That was a pretty cool segment. To see somebody finally get offense, like really good offense on Uncle Howdy is pretty cool to see. And Bobby Lashley being a person who is not afraid of this whole thing is very, very interesting, which we all know is going to be his undoing. Now, let's get to the nitty-gritty, all right? I don't want to become this person who's nitpicky or sound like this person who's nitpicky, who's ungrateful for Bray Wyatt. If you guys have been watching this channel, you know I absolutely love Bray Wyatt. I am one of his biggest fans. And, you know, I still have the question, which still can be answered. Why did he pick the winner of Brock Lesnar and Bobby Lashley? I still don't understand why that happened. It's different like when it came to LA Knight, because LA Knight pretty much provoked a lot of the stuff, if not 95% of the stuff that happened in their feud. LA Knight was provoking a lot of that stuff. Bobby Lashley wasn't even thinking about Bray Wyatt, and Bray Wyatt just decided, hey, whoever wins this match, I'm going to go against them. But it's like, why did you choose that? It'd be a different story if it was like from a gimmick match, like we got Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes. Roman Reigns is the champ. Cody Rhodes won the Royal Rumble. Don't even need to explain anything else. You just have to build a pretty decent, if not good, storyline leading up to their match. That's all you got to do. But that's not the case for this one. And if it was any other run-of-the-mill wrestler, I would just be like, all right, okay, it's a plot hole here or there. But because Bray Wyatt, and I hold him up to such a high regard as far as being a person who's very meticulous and pay attention to detail so much, that having this type of weird plot hole, I guess, is like, it's kind of strange, you know? And then amongst other things I said in my other video that makes it feel like the creative is kind of falling apart. And it just kind of reminds me of what we saw with at the end of The Fiend, how things started to fall apart too. So this will be like, it feels like it's a second character with this happening. And as a fan of Bray Wyatt, especially with him coming back, with Vince McMahon not having the iron, grip on everything he does, I'm like, dude, this is going to be fantastic. He has all the tools necessary. He's a genius. He's a creative genius. And I still think he is at this point to do whatever it is that he wants to do. But to see these things kind of happen here, or at least there's signs of it going in a weird way, that's the part, that bothers me. And also, a lot of people remember like the stains, quote unquote. For instance, his match with Seth Rollins at Hell in a Cell. A lot of people think that was the worst match of the year, if not one of the worst matches of the year. His match with Randy Orton years ago. We may say his match against LA Knight for the Pitch Black match, they consider so far as one of the worst matches they've seen so far, if not of the year. I mean, the year just started, so I don't put too much weight into the worst match of the year thing so far. Let's wait till we get to the end of fall or something like that. But with those things happening and with people noticing the creative stuff in his gimmicks falling off at the end, for me as a fan of Bray Wyatt, I just want him to be as great as possible to show people that he is this creative genius. And there's some people who just not going to agree with it. They don't like Bray Wyatt. You can't force people to like him. And, people have their own opinions. So it is what it is. And I also have people in the comment section that try to explain why certain things are happening in long paragraphs and things like that. And that's absolutely fine. I actually love the fact that you guys take the time out to actually think and put these things together. It's like, hey, here, this is what's going on. Because I genuinely just want to know. I'm not this person who try to trash what people are doing unless it's absolutely bad. I just have questions. That's all that's happening here. So for me, hopefully we get an answer, because if this the storyline here isn't that great, if it doesn't have to be bloodline level, if it's not making sense and stuff like that, you put a lot of weight on the WrestleMania match. And if that match isn't that great, it's not going to look that great for Bray. I don't know how many more hits he can take as a wrestler, as a person in WWE for another bad match at a pay-per-view, or a creative character falling down by the wayside, or having bad creative as the storyline goes on with somebody else. Because in my personal opinion, as far as matches themselves, Bray Wyatt had his best matches as the Eater of Worlds. That's just my personal opinion. His best gimmick is the Fiend, bar none. There's no question about that. The Fiend was his best character. And I was just hoping that when he came back, we would get some type of iteration, or we're going to start the Fiend all over and do that again. But we didn't get it, but that's fine. If you want to go in a different direction, as long as it makes sense, I'm all for it. That's Bray Wyatt. But just hopefully we just kind of tie in the pieces and fill in the plot holes and things like that. And then I'm good to go. Even if they just say, hey, I chose Bobby Lashley because of X, Y, and Z, and then move on. I'm like, all right, that's all I need to know. The rest of the way, just lead us and let us, have a fun time on this ride and do what you have to do. But I don't know. That's just me. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section. Thank you guys so much for watching. Salute, peace. Have a good day.